Listen, this is fast becoming a unsustainable situation for
Yeah.
many of these little fucks in Qatar and in Kuwait. Um, but Qatar has interest in watching America fail. We know this since their main propagandist, Tucker Carlson, I'm trying to watch my language, um, is interested in seeing the United States fail by
He
insinuating
didn't
that
watch it there, but like
killing
Cuck, like
Iranian women when they come into the country. Let's take a look at what
I
Trump
feel like
Iran calmly responds to a reporter screaming for an update on Iran.
is also weird.
On Iran, they are being decimated. They are talking, we are talking now. They want to make a deal. Very simply, our military is the
Oh,
greatest
nice
in the
though.
world by far. Iran is being
Oh, sorry guys,
decimated.
Twitch chat isn't here. I don't
I
think
love it.
there's gonna.
I love it. That's the kind of response you want. Instill confidence. Instill clarity and strength. That's
I'll
the
get
message.
my phone after.
Rubio. There were a couple leaders in Europe. Let's take a look. What Rubio said.
Mr. Secretary, are you going to ask G7 to help with the Strait of Hormuz?
Well, it's in their interest to help. The other countries get far more of their fuel from there than we do. So,
But what kind of help are you going to ask? Is it wine sweepers, naval help?
well, those specifics I'll leave it to the Department of War as to exactly what. But it's in their interest. It's in their national interest.
Do you think President Trump criticizing NATO this morning, that sentiment?
I think he just made an observation, and the observation is that the United States is constantly being asked to help in a war, and we have more than any other country in the world, on a war that's happening in another continent, in Ukraine. But when the U.S. had a need, he didn't get positive responses. So right now he's just making the observation that, I think there was a couple of the leaders in Europe who said that this was not Europe's war. Well, Ukraine is not America's war, and yet we've contributed more to that fight than any other country in the world.
It's
so
true.
it'll be something to examine. The president will have to take into account down the road.
Very true. And those European countries better start changing their tune real quick because America, for better or for worse, many people say for worse, has assisted Ukraine like crazy. And it's not America's fight technically, okay? But America has contributed. So these European countries better get involved. How do you feel about the Iranian foreign minister accusing the U.S. and Israel of genocide?
Foreign minister, what he said at the UN human rights, accusing the U.S. and Israel.
I honestly was surprised I got that.
Well, he's an expert in genocide. They're experts in that because, they sponsor terrorism all over the world. And they've killed thousands and thousands of people. Look at the Middle East. Look at the Middle East, guys. Every problem in the Middle East tracks back to Iran. Hezbollah, Iran. Shia militias that are destroying and threatening Iraq, Iran. Hamas, Iran. The Houthis, Iran. Assad when he was in Syria.
Oh, if it's not even the.
Everywhere you turn, they're behind all of it. They are a destabilizing, dangerous, evil force that had to be dealt with. They have to be weakened.
The Iranian foreign minister, what he said.
Love it. Love it. That's my future president right there. I love it. I'm a big fan. I want that man to be my future president. I vote for Marco Rubio. You have my vote, like, enthusiastically, brother. Mr. Rubio, you have my enthusiastic vote, like I've never felt enthusiastic about voting for anyone like I would vote for you. Mick Fuentes says Sneeko hates America.
$20.
We're back here now.
Birds are protectors. Tel Aviv has cooked Sharia law greater than Judeo-Christian values. Absolute coal mine from Sneeko today.
He's such a kohler. It's just like he hates America, bro. Sneeko hates America. Today he goes, Sharia law is incompatible because we're not like degenerate pieces of shit. No, Sharia law is incompatible because it is fundamentally not of the West. It's because you force your women to wear like a giant black face mask and cloak like that. How about that for openers? How about brushing your teeth with a stick? How about facing Mecca? How about forcing non-believers to pay a jizya?
Oh, sorry, I can't. That's on Twitter.
How about jihad? How about, beating the shit out of women? How about all this other crazy stuff you got going on?
I'm gonna look soon.
No pork, halal only.
Oh wait.
Just stop with that. Just stop.
Smarter than a fifth grower %, $20. How many states border the Gulf of Mexico?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, nice shot. That was actually.
Tel Aviv is
Oh, not in.
This little homosexual Mexican looks very angry and very sad as well.
Yeah, next.
I think his worldview is collapsing, and I like it when all the little Groiper retard squad fight each other. It's very nice. It's very nice. One night in Miami sent them into a frenzy. Isn't that funny? You guys couldn't handle one night in Miami? I grew up there. One night in Miami did this to you guys?
Rubio is now the favorite of the Israelis and the pro-Israel Jews.
Yes.
As of the last several months.
We love
Why?
Rubio.
Because after my interview with Tucker and Tucker's general anti-Semitism, which I don't agree with, by the way, I'm against blood guilt. Tucker seems to hate Jews. I don't, because I'm a Christian.
It's kind of dumb though that he says
I
he.
agree with Tucker on a lot of
Wait, I'm gonna
Nick
get my.
What? Nick Fuentes is accusing Tucker Carlson of anti-Semitism. This guy's such a fucking loser. Well, this guy's such a joke.
Things. I don't agree that when he says things like hummus-eating Pharisees that killed Christ, I'm like, hey man, I don't agree with the blood guilt, okay? We all killed Christ because our sins put him on the cross. So I don't agree with that. Tucker's a little too hardcore, and I think he should really lighten up and stop hating Jews so much. Anyway, that's just an aside. But it's Tucker's anti-Semitism. It's his hatred of Israel. It's his alliance with me, which is deep and fruitful and deepening all the time, every single day. We have a great relationship. It is my friendship with Tucker, and it is Tucker's connection with Vance, which has made the Jews and the Israelis skeptical of Vance. They told us. After my interview with Tucker, after the Tucker cost, Republican Jewish Coalition
Sorry, guys,
in Vegas, and Mark Levin, the chief propagandist in the war, he said, we the Jews have our resources, our clout, our positions, and we're going to use them. He said, and we're going to be watching very carefully at who associates with who and who disavows who. He said, and we're going to make our decisions for 2028. And what he was implying is this. If Vance doesn't fire Buckley Carlson, if Vance doesn't disavow Tucker and the Groypers, then organized Jewry will back somebody else. That is what he was saying. They were all telegraphing that, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear. And ever since then, ever since late October, the Jewish money has quietly been moving to Rubio. If you pay attention, the evidence for this is everywhere. He's so presidential. He gave that NATO speech in Europe. He handled Venezuela. He's so competent. And at a White House meeting, 25 Wall Street donors raised their hand in a meeting with Trump and said they prefer Rubio to Vance.
I don't understand why Nick wants to degrade himself and Nick always complains about Goyslop, but he's like the main propagandist of Goyslop. Rubio is a better option than Vance. We can all see it. He's more charismatic. He's more on top of it. He is a better option. The fact that Jews and Republicans all over the spectrum want Rubio now. Look at my comment section every time we made a video about Rubio. Most of my audience is not Jewish. They are American Christians. They are not Jewish, most of my audience. Most are white American Christians. I know this. You can see the Rubio has a massive fan base. He's always had a massive fan base. Also, Rubio has had clout in this game for longer than Vance has been on the fucking table. Longer than Vance has even been in the arena, because Vance is the new name. Rubio went against Trump in 2016. Don't forget this. Don't forget, he's been around for a long time. He's marked his name out. He's etched his name out. And the fact that he's gotten Trump's respect, and Trump has co-signed him so hard recently, it just adds to his legitimacy. And if you want to make that a Jewish cabal thing, it's the Jews again who propped up Rubio, and they're the ones who are going to choose our election. It's like, bro, you are such a loser. You come off like such a little bitch. I feel so bad for you. You have such an inferiority complex. It's genuinely sad. Bill Maher pressed his Democrat senator to explain why John Fetterman is the only Democrat backing President Trump on Iran.
There was one viewpoint that came out after he started this war with Iran. I mean, there's one guy, John Fetterman, who I can think of, who has dissented from the Democratic Party line. Is that really the case, that really there's only one person in the whole party who thinks differently? You all miraculously came to the exact same conclusion about Iran?
I think it's different than that, because, I'm a former CIA officer. I did 3 tours in Iraq. And so I have no love lost for the Iranian government. I mean, the Iranian leadership, killed friends of mine with rockets and mortars and IEDs. But that's different.
Oh, hi, bro.
Running headlong into a war without being able to articulate your goals and how you're going to get out of
See,
it.
that's the Democratic talking point I hear all the time, and I don't know if it's true. I think they were planning to say that whether he did it or not, and then he did it, and they just kept saying it, even though they did say many times, okay, we found out that they're very close to the bomb. I mean, that's what came out in the negotiations, that they were bragging that they were like weeks away from having enough to make 11 bombs.
Yeah,
That's pretty clear.
But look, I can say very openly, as a national security person, we have for sure degraded their nuclear capabilities, for sure degraded their ballistic missile capabilities. Important things in terms of the Iranian government. But until the Strait of Hormuz is open, you literally just can't say that we've won this war when another country has a veto over what ship goes in and out. So I don't think
No, but it's a month old.
It's a month old, but we're sending in ground troops into that theater.
Ooh, we're not there yet, but yeah.
Well, they're moving into the
they're not
Middle
on
East.
the ground yet. Yes.
Okay, but he's announced that they're going.
He does point out, they announced kind of what their goals were very, very clearly multiple times. The Democratic Party is just hell bent on saying, no, they don't know what they're doing. And they don't know they actually have made it very clear what their goals are here multiple times. Bill Maher acknowledges supporting Israel has become so toxic that even Jewish Democrats are distancing themselves from AIPAC.
Okay. What do you make of more Democrats distancing themselves from AIPAC, that is the Israeli lobby? I think everyone who's running for president, although none of them say they are, but all the ones who are, including the two Jewish ones, have distanced. That's where the Jews are with the Democratic Party these days. Has it become toxic to support Israel? I think it has for the Democrats.
I think it has. The question is it right?
It's not.
I don't think it is.
No, it isn't.
I don't think it is. And I think that what you're having right now is a lot of people, when we saw what we saw on college campuses, what have you, and a lot of people, engaging in anti-Semitism, let's just call it what it is, that definitely becomes incredibly alarming. But I also think that there's a lot of people out there that got an issue with Benjamin Netanyahu specifically. And unfortunately, they keep castigating the entire Jewish community when they're not realizing there are an abundance of people within the Jewish community that have a problem with his leadership. And they're not differentiating between the two, and that's problematic.
Well,
Whoa, that's crazy.
I think it's a much bigger issue than that. I think when you're a Democrat and you don't take money from AIPAC, which they have forever, what you're saying is Israel is a monster country, and this is dirty. It's a dirty country, and this is dirty money. And that gives permission to a lot of people who are actually anti-Semitic to say, well, you know what, if a Democratic senator won't take their money, this must be a dirty country.
Let's also remember as well that you got a lot of people that felt like, they're taking this position that Trump was wrong to go after Iran or what have you, but practically every president before him would complain about Iran and how Iran needed to be dealt with. But then all of a sudden he doesn't, and it's a big problem. Now, I'm not saying that he's handled it entirely correctly. Please don't get me wrong.
No.
Because he
Please
hasn't.
don't get.
The flip side to it is that you got a lot of damn nerves to be in the face of American people saying for numerous administrations, Iran is a problem. They have to be dealt with. Iran is a problem. They have to be dealt with. And then this man deals with them, and then all of a sudden you're complaining about him now.
Right.
It doesn't really make sense. There's a lack of consistency.
It's a major lack of consistency. This has been an issue for Americans for as long as I've been alive and longer than that. It's been an issue for the entire Middle East. It's been an issue for every single one of our allies, and it has endangered the lives of every one of our service member in every single base in the Middle East. It's time we do something about it. God bless Trump for doing something about it. Let's win this war, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Clint.
You're 10 minutes late for work, but you were 20 minutes late yesterday. It's a good day for a good deal at Outback Steakhouse. Get down under favourites like the Aussie 3-course starting at $14.99 with savoury soup or fresh salad, your choice of select entrees like the juicy Bloomin' Burger and New York-style cheesecake for dessert. It's a deal so
What is
delicious,
that?
you'll be 5 minutes late tomorrow, maybe 4. Try
Okay.
the Aussie 3-course starting at $14.99. Any reason is
Why is this as if the-
at Outback Steakhouse. No rules,
Don't know.
just right.
That's a crazy shit like that. Oh my god. My teammate was so bad then. That's actually. Yeah, actually, that kind of checks out. Oh my gosh.
Maybe not, so maybe. A couple people have 27, I think.
Why is there so many ads on?
Every day, Michelin innovates to move the world forward on the road and far beyond. Michelin, motion for life.
It's gonna be on. Might have been terrible. Oh, finally a good.
When your heater hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. At Super Service today, they don't wait on parts because they have them in stock. Water heaters, furnaces, boilers, heat pumps, all right in their Danvers warehouse, ready for same-day replacement because cold homes and cold showers don't work for families. Super Service today, fully trained, always stocked, day or night, always done right. Call Super Service today.
Really good pasta. That was a crazy goal. I don't even know. I think they only run ads one. So now it's break. Oh, hi, bro. Thank you. Chatting.
Homes and cold showers don't work for families. Super Service today. Fully trained, always stocked, day or night, always done right. Call Super Service today.
The Grand Finals is on its way. As we just watched our last semifinals here in the Open number 4 for the European region, as Manchester City journey has come to an end, and Team Vitality cruise through to play Ninjas in Pajamas in just a little bit. I'm Alif, and Shogun and T-Base joining me for our last desk here to get hyped up for the Grand Finals. Team Vitality, Ninjas in Pajamas. The last match, T-Bates, Team Vitality looking real good.
Yeah, man, they are looking real good.
It's so annoying, like he just passed them.
Shit, they're just comfortable. Shogun brought it up, so I'm gonna let you have it. But I mean, just how consistent and how calm they are.
Yeah, when was the last time we saw this much follow-up to Zen's place? How many times do we see Zen being willing to be that committed as well to his teammates? It has sort of been a two-way street at times where he almost doesn't believe that his teammates are going to get an outplay, so he's already in the back corner waiting to try and get a save.
Exactly.
But right now, I mean, Exotic's playing some of the best Rocket League he has in a long time. Stizzy looks like he's really fitting in. Zen, all right, that's all I have to really say for that one.
Yeah.
Manchester City were outclassed in this semi-final, and there's no shame in that because this Vitality is a class above.
I mean, they're just on form. I think Zen might need to stay on the Octane. I know he's Rogue Ground defending. I know he's world champion on defending, but it's multiple times. I mean, look at this right here. This is just sensational. I didn't know what words to put to that when I was on the mic right there. Okay, it's just so good. It reminded me of the Daniel moment where he just got to challenge the great ones. And it's a shame because we're not going to see Zen's almost goal in this game from the highlights.
Oh, off the side there?
Off the side with the reset that was going to go top right.
I was so mad that didn't go in.
So they're just really consistent at the moment, and they're so close, and they're playing so tight, and it's just a hard team to beat. Really hard team to beat.
Yeah, I'm liking this because I continue to be validated in my Zen GOAT statement. They look so great. Yeah. Hey, Bates, where you stand on that?
Zen the GOAT?
Yeah.
He's got to do a little bit more than that, but
Okay.
No, a lot more than that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Here's the points right now, though, on the season. This really shifts things up. I mean, you look at Vitality closing in that gap there, Shogi.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even closing in that gap. Should they win the grand finals coming up next, they would then be tied with Genomates on 59 points each. That would put KC down into third, and we would have 1 point between the top 3 teams in the region. It is, it's all to play for right now. And Team Vitality looking...
That was also a crazy goal, like it was barely in.
And I'll be honest, based off what we just saw there, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Bulls and
What we're
Dice.
looking at is the updated points thing, and
That's true.
we got that tie at the top there because Vitality was looking super good, and I know Ninjas and Pajamas on the other side were also looking good. They got a system now. I just do wonder how they stand up against this Vitality Bates because I just feel like there's so much strength behind them.
Well, the difference between Vitality and Carmine Corp is, in my estimation, Exotic. The reason he's
Estimation?
he's
Have the estimate.
amongst everybody in Rocket League, but specifically amongst the French community, is that he's a very clinical player. He doesn't do necessarily what the Zens and Atos and Vatiras can do, but when he's given opportunities, he's going to finish them.
Yeah, let me go.
Ninjas and Pajamas, they should be thanking their lucky stars that for whatever reason, Carmine Corp could not score the ball within the last minute when they had plenty of opportunities. And my inclination is that if Vitality's in those positions, which, they were in a lot of them against Manchester City, they're going to be able to finish those moments. So NIP better be ready.
Yeah, I think they're definitely a little more locked in. Let's start talking about it right now. Shogun, we've got our grand finals here, the last best of 7 for our championship Sunday. Only one can walk away a winner, Ninjas and Pajamas and Team Vitality. Both of these teams, I am not surprised to see here, Shogun.
No, I mean, they have been the standout performers throughout this entire weekend. Ever since we got started on Friday, we had some wild results going on. Obviously, you got the GKs, your Genomates, not necessarily performing up to standards, but NIP, Vitality, through the upper bracket, did exactly what they've got to do this entire way. Jarius looking to try and add yet another accolade to his time. But there is one player on this NIP team that everyone's got to be looking at, and it is CRR, an opportunity for 3 different regional victories.
That was kind of annoying.
Different regions, South America, North America, and Europe. And of course they're going to do it with an Aussie as a coach, because why
That
not?
was pretty.
Why not? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I remember back at the kickoff land.
98 is pretty fast.
Between him and Rise, I believe, and it didn't come to fruition. So to see it here would be something else. Let us know what you think, chat. Last progressive fan vote for this weekend is up. Hashtag NIP or hashtag VIT. Who's going to take it here? But I don't know. This, while they look good and they have a system now, and I like to see this a close series. T-Bates, do you think that system they had follows through? Because as you mentioned before, if K-Corp scores some of those goals, we might see a different team here.
Well, yeah, that's just one game, though. I'm talking about Game 7 where K-Corp should have probably been able to finish a couple of their opportunities. Regardless, the series still went to Game 7, which means NIP had to still perform to push a Carmine Corp all the way to that extent, to the point where they started missing some shots. So NIP, they've been playing well. I think they've been really consistent. Rocket League, I think they are improving. I believe in their in the interview earlier with you, Lee, Yorius was talking about how they are implementing a system now.
Yep.
And I think that's really good for them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He talked about it before that it was kind of vibes. They're like, we just wanted a good team atmosphere, which I think is an important foundation to have, of course. And we've seen a few teams scrape by on vibes before, but eventually you need something consistent. You need something that's going to continue to bring you results of a similar caliber every single tournament that you enter.
It's kind of unlikely that I will score.
This is the real test.
Well, just
This is the most pressure you're going to get, Shogun. This is where that system will crumble if it's going to.
Right now, I think if they're going to find a way to win this, though, they've got to deal with the Vitality First Man challenges. Manchester City had nothing for it. Usually, when you are challenging First Man, you're just trying to get the play started before it's actually overly comfortable. But for Vitality, especially Exotic, when he was sent, they're not just forcing the play, they're actually winning the ball outright. And that's very, very rare, especially at this level of the game. So if NIP do not have the challenge game or cannot outpace that First Man challenge, then that's already the first hurdle going very much against them. So they're not going to come into this one as the favorites, I don't think. But so much. Is it going to be, CRR, Mr. Worldwide himself, or are we going to see Vitality finally break the curse?
Great question. question. How about we answer that? Because it's our turn for predictions now. And you know what, Bates? You seem to know what I'm doing all the time. Who am I going for?
Surely you're going for NIP now because you've been gassing them up. You tried to rank them so high multiple times in the power ranking, and we kept saying no. We kept denying you, and you are being validated so far this weekend by having NIP make it all the way to the grand final. So surely you would go with NIP.
His pick. I like that.
I would say that could be accurate, and I like the logic. But you've also missed me whispering, Zen Goat. This whole weekend long, I gotta go Vitality, man. I'm back Zen. I'm back Zen the whole way.
Change my pick just despite Leafex. Am I really that? Yes, I am. NIP.
Yes, you are. You guys spited me in the power rankings. Of course you're gonna do it here.
Put me down. CRR's gonna get that one. They're all
Nice.
going to get it, and Vitality's gonna have their 4th grand finals loss in a row. Oh, that feels really harsh to say. Anyway,
Fourth in a row?
Be 4 in a row for RLCS grand finals.
Oh, well, no, that's not going to happen. Give me Vitality. They look too consistent. Zen's too great at the moment. He's looked comfortable. It's going to be a great set, but at the end of the day, Vitality on top.
Yeah, no, either way, I'd love to see that set. I'd love to see
Oh,
our
nice.
But hey, I just hope we get a good matchup here. Chat really following on that Vitality. Let's see what happens. Grand Finals on our European Open number 4. It's a best of 7. Only one team can walk away the champion. Ninjas in Pajamas looking to do it over Team Vitality. Let's find out one final game of Rocket League who wins.
Team Vitality have the chance to win their first EU Open since 2024, but Johnny Boy has been into Game 1, brought to you by Progressive.
Bro, he didn't even move there. I don't know what he was. I know it's like very impossible to say that as well. Didn't even try to see.
This is going to be interesting. Will it be CRR, the 3-time regional champion for 3 different regions? So he actually won more regionals than that. But
Oh, hi, bro.
Europe's the one that he's still looking for, his original region.
Okay.
Or Zen back on top. I wouldn't mind either. I really don't know which one I want to see more. I'd love to see them both at some point this split.
Well, speaking of Sam, it's nice to be watching this one and be true neutral because I do not mind who takes this one either. So all we can do is sit back and enjoy, hopefully.
What is my team?
Quick fire Rocket League. We're already seeing some chaos from Ninjas in Pajamas. And Vitality looking as clean as we've seen them play in months.
Oh wait, that might just. Oh no.
And they're keeping that beautiful gameplay start in the grand final here.
Okay, GG.
Yeah, Jorius is getting beaten to the punch here. Getting dusted by a mile actually. So easy early goal for Exotic. The only danger there is he hit the
Yeah, kinda have to.
So it looked like it might clip the
Oh wait, I'm already in on that.
So it's gonna be Vitality with the early advantage.
Okay, I need a stop after that.
He didn't want to run away and have to do some 1v2 defending.
Well, Zen was incredible in that semi-final before. Stizzy though makes a mistake there on the back wall, and then Exotic's bumped away. It could be 1-1 straight away. CRR, the man going for the unusual trifecta, the first of his kind, if he can get it. Almost gets the equalising goal there for Ninjas in Pajamas, and Jorius keeps the attack going. Just a minute into this one, already huge scoring chances and the goal. It's a quick-fire series.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see this NIP team in their newly built structure that Jorius is talking about in the interview. Zen making for Exotic goalie again as a magnet on the goal line. How is he making these saves all day? He's doing it in the grand final as well.
Incredible there from Oli. Great block. Reading the fake from Zen as well. Then he gets another one from Zen. Already in those save stats, but that's a heck of a shot there from Exotic. Stizzy is going to keep the attack going, and Ninjas in Pajamas couldn't quite take their own opportunity. They seem to have done the decent thing defensively up to now. Oli gets it. Backflips towards CRR. I love that idea from Oli. Knew where CRR was and found it. It's risky and it's scary, but when the demo comes in, you regret it.
I just hit it. There is not really a way around that. I was gonna get probably. Except if I was gonna hit it directly on top of it.
Really good reflexes there. Good idea by Stizzy at the end. But it's the physical plays for Vitality that are causing problems for NIP.
Could be though one throw back for NIP from the kickoff. Stizzy comes in. This time he's the hero defensively. Jorius tried to get a swipe on Zen as he was coming out. And Team Vitality, I mean, they were scoring early goals in their semi-final against Manchester City. Manchester City never really got a chance to set looking so far like they are doing the same against Ninjas in Pajamas here.
Yeah, this is something we've been waiting
Oh, how did I do it?
years now. Is a consistent Vitality ever since they won Worlds years ago. They have not been consistent consistent. They've made finals. They've had the occasional weekend where they have a good run. But they're fresh off the back of their most successful LAN in ages, and now looking to back it up with a regional win, which would feel incredibly special for these guys.
What?
So many people doubted
Oh no.
the first event. Didn't go according to
That's
plan.
great.
But they've just gotten better and better every event this season.
They've been improving the whole way, yes they have. Let's bring it to CRL though, to the post. It's going to be Jorias, and Nip refusing to be shaken off.
It's interesting, that was quite a telegraph that you'll pass, but no one is ready for it. Both Dizzy and Zen kind of looking at the ball there, not worrying about the mid option. They dealt with the aftermath, pretty poorly as well with a double commit. So yeah, it's a fast mistake. It happened very quickly, but Vitality there, double commit positionally and then also both diving at the same save.
Zena's ball from the back wall, wants to go end to end. Oli's in front of him. Zen here is able to catch the ball and almost flicks it forwards towards the Ninja in Pyjamas net. Oli once again makes a big save. That one a bit more simple and structured, but still he had to make it now that his team are within one goal of coming back against Team Vitality, something Manchester City were never able to do after being a couple of goals down. As he takes this, Zen's behind him, Exotic encroaching forwards as well. Vitality looking to play this one on the front foot, wanting to build upon the momentum they've just set themselves to win their first grand final in what feels like forever. They've been there and thereabouts. You know, the amount of semi-finals Vitality have made, but it seems that every time they make a grand final, KC are there waiting for them. Not this time.
When it's not KC, they always seem to fall at a random hurdle. But this is a chance for them to put all that behind them. Vitality queuing up to make a play on the ball there. It is going to be Stizzy's, but he gets demoed. Nice demo there by Oli. Just jumping to cut the corner. Final minute of game one. Vitality scored 2. NIP scored 1 right after. Then we've hit a bit of a lull in the middle of this.
Crazy.
At the end of this game.
I hope this stays the right.
Ninja the Pyjamas have still got time to really push things forwards. He's obviously wants to get around the corner. Jorias tackles him. Zen clears long.
I hope this stays the same.
Zen get the next touch.
Oh dear.
Into the middle. Is that going to be clean for Stizzy? I think it is, especially with Zen taking out the defender. And Team Vitality, who most recently lost to Gentlemates at the major, are looking like they're not going to make the same mistake again, at least based on game 1.
I mean, big mistake there by Oli as he tries to boom the ball, and he just centers it for Vitality. Stizzy obviously did well. Stizzy trusting the bump, Zen landing it, but that was a really mishit ball by Oli.
Okay.
Fall that short of going clear.
Gabriel, l'amour la voix.
Stizzy gets this one backwards, but I doubt it's going to be enough for Ninja in Pyjamas. They have to get this ball into the back of the net immediately if they're to stand a chance in game number 1. Well, Vitality will win their 5th game in a row today. A few of us were questioning, they're coming up against Manchester City, who've played some games recently.
I kinda need to go, guys. See, 2 bots in my Twitch chat, 1 guy in my YouTube chat. I don't know, that's still relatively good for... To be honest, I'm a really unpopular guy. And this is pretty different. See you guys, bye.